Well, the first key message I would demand is to have the government explain how much temperature savings all these processes make. Unless you can see the temperature, it's only the temperature that you're trying to affect. Methane directly has no effect on you or your cattle or your environment. And the government has been asked to do that several times, and they've never published a report in which they've revealed the temperature savings. And it's easy to understand why, because the temperature savings are less than a thousandth of a degree. You can't measure them. So that would be the first thing I would advise. And the second is, I often say, follow the money. You should look at, where is that money going to? That's part of this crusade, to save the planet. It's certainly making no difference to the environment. And then I guess the third thing is, as much as you can, try and learn a little bit of basic science. You don't have to learn very much to realize that something is fishy going on here. It doesn't resemble normal science, and it really isn't. It's really a religious movement, or perhaps a criminal movement. I don't know. It's what we used to call in my country the protection racket. You've got this group of people who will protect you from a threat. And usually they themselves are the threat, and if you don't pay up, however, your shop gets burnt, all sorts of terrible things happen to you. So we're dealing with a sort of international protection racket that's doing very well for some people, but most people are being gouged.